I was a little bit late this morning. Good morning, Steve. Hello, guys. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Chipmunk. How are you, love? Good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday. Hi, Daddy Scott. Hi, Diana. Diana's like, I'm going to ask right away. Right away. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Good morning, good morning. How's your Wednesday looking up? We're midway. We're midway through the week. How's that looking? I had to get my sheet up here so that I can get the list going behind the scenes. Alrighty, let's reset the sheet. Definitely Chipmunk. Diana, Chipmunk. Yeah. Okay. The other thing we have to do, we have to give likes and we have to share because sharing is caring. I'm going to do my own sharing because it's important. If I ask you to do something, then I'm willing to do it myself, right? Lead by example. That's the whole point, right? Perfect. Hi, Ray. How are you, love? Just make sure. Okay, we got Chipmunk and we got Ray. All right. All right, we're good. I have 3 out of 4 people on the list. All right. Okay, I'm just giving myself some likes. I'm gonna try to give myself a hot 100 likes. And we're gonna do yeah. Cancel. There. Hi, Lynn. How are you? Sorry, I had to. Hi, Redbeard. Hello, love. It's actually a shirt. A shirt, and I got shorts. Hi, Lynn. Hello. Okay. So Diana is first for a card. Not all 5, Diana. Diana is first for a card. And then we got Chipmunk. So what are your plans for today? What's everybody got going on for today? Did you guys have plans for Wednesday? Do you have some goals for this week? Does anybody have some good news to share? Hi, Mama Bear. How are you, love? Nice, nice. How about you, Redbeard? You got any plans for today? Nice, nice, Chipmunk. I like that. So, Diana, what came up for you is this opposition energy where you're like-minded friends, where you've got like a little bit, and I don't know how things are going with your son and his wife right now, but I feel like that's maybe where this tension, this power struggle, or this point of tension is. Yeah, like I feel like it's within your relationships. I always have something to say. Good morning, Ricky. How are you, love? Right. So I see that that is the message for you right now, is that that power struggle that you're dealing with, right? And well, it all depends on you, right? Because you can only you can only worry about you. You can only control your actions, your responses, and stuff like that. And a lot of times it's our assumption anyway. It's not even the facts. We assume that people think a certain way or feel a certain way, or and then we take that on as our belief, whereas it's not even true. Like, we'll think that somebody's angry with us, right? And we'll sit there and think, oh yeah, that person's angry with us, I must have done something wrong, I don't know what I did wrong, but they must be mad at me. No, they're not. They're not mad at you. I'm just saying that's what you're thinking, right? I know you're I haven't yet, Mama Bear. I was actually going to make my own runes. I was going to pick up stones and I was going to do my own runes on them and set up, like, do my own set of runes. But I haven't picked the stones yet. Maybe this week. Maybe this week. So this isn't about them being mad at you, Diana. This is about our assumption, or our belief system that somebody's mad at us because and for you, it's that anxious attachment, right? So because you put your worth in the way that people respond to you. So if your family isn't doting on you or telling you that they love you or contacting you all the time or wanting to spend time with you all the time, you perceive that they must have a problem with you, or they must not love you. They must be mad at you. There must be something wrong. You've done something, right? That's what we end up, that's what ends up happening internally, is that's how you feel. That's not accurate, right? Like, a lot of times it's, like, my son is not the person that reaches out. My oldest son that lives in Nova Scotia with my 2 grandbabies, he's not the type of person that reaches out. And I just know that's who he is. That's just who he is. He's not somebody that thinks to reach out on the phone. He doesn't reach out to his dad. He doesn't reach out to his brother. He doesn't reach out to me. So if I want to have the more relationship that I want to have with my son, it has to come from me. I have to be the one to put in the effort to reach out, and also be aware that he may not answer sometimes too, because it's just, but that is nothing personal. It's not, he doesn't have a problem with me. He loves me very much and wants to have a relationship with me. It's just, that's not his nature. So that's understanding, is just understanding the nature of it. Aw, thank you, Kendall. Rune stones are a form. Hello, Melinda, my love. Hello, my love. So rune stones, I don't have, rune stones would be little symbols that are on stones that are about this size here. And you would take your rune stones, shuffle, like, say you'd shake the bag or whatever of the rune stones, and then cast them on the ground. And when you cast them on the ground, whatever ones are up, facing up, are the ones that you would read. The ones that are facing down, so that you're not seeing the actual rune. So you only have a rune on one side. The ones that are, you don't see the rune, you don't read them ones. So you'd read whatever ones are face up. And that's how you predict the fortune using runes. I plan on getting, like I said, making my own set. I want to pick my own stones and then draw the rune symbols on all of them myself. I just haven't done that yet. Good morning, Melinda. How are you doing? You and I need to have a talk and a check-in. It's been too long. It's been too long, friend. I feel like I need to check in on you. Yep, exactly. You toss them onto a table, and whatever ones are face up are the ones that you read. The ones that are face down are discarded, so to speak. And that's how you come up with your fortune. So if you had, say, the Fei Hu symbol is fortune, and like money. So if you had the Fei Hu symbol and then, say, the protection rune, so between those two, thanks, Alex. You have a beautiful day too. I'm glad that you're a little bit better. I'm doing well, Julie. How are you doing? All right. So Chipmunk is next. Hey, Jude. Do. Oh, this notification thing, we're really coming out and strong. So for Chipmunk, we've got On the top of the deck, Taurus. On the bottom of the deck, Cancer. So Taurus is all about money, money. Just wait, I have an itch. I have an itch. So Taurus is the house of money. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Julie. That's a lot. That's a lot. So Taurus is they're very much about comfort and luxury. They are about resources, like my money, my physical security, stuff like that. So you're a Taurus, nice. Me too. Well, Taurus rising, but still. So they're also about sensuality. They're trusting. They're patient, right? They're an earth sign, so they have those practical. Earthy, grounded nature that an earth sign does. When the Taurus card comes up, it could be talking about your self-worth. It could be talking about financial resources. The card on the bottom of the deck was Cancer, and Cancer is like the mom energy of the astrological deck. So this is about nurture and comfort. And good morning, Carol. Nice. Comfort and protection. So this could be that there's going to be that increase. Yay. You know what? I didn't even, did we? No. That was interesting. I didn't set it up. You're on your tablet today? Nice. So this could be that within this resource sector, like, you know, you're bringing resources into your home, Cancer being the one that governs the home environment, that you're going to be bringing these resources into the home environment. I have an itch. Sorry. It's like my hair is poking me. Definitely, Carol. Definitely. Right? So this, you know, and it could be that you're going to see this increase in your self-worth as it pertains to your home environment. So if you've got a partner, you're going to feel more self-worth within that partnership. Or you're going to see just more, I see more money coming into your home environment, right? That the amount of resources, and that could be through finding like an alternative job, you know, a second thing. Definitely Mama Bear. Right, that's the energy that I'm getting from the Taurus and the definitely Julie. Welcome everybody. So I feel like because you're on your tablet, there, I had to put your moderator status on for your tablet. The coffee is good to drink right now. If I wait too long, it's going to get cold, but it's delicious right now. Okay, so after chipmunk is rye. Okay, or Ray. I don't know. Could be Ray. Could be Ray. So Ray, on the top of the deck, you got Neptune. On the bottom of the deck, you got house 1. So the top of the deck, when we're talking about Neptune, we're talking about paying attention to your dreams. Your dreams are going to be giving you information right now. Thanks. Your dreams are going to be giving you information, and this information is going to be information that's going to allow you to transcend to the next level, right? And this is going to be in regards to how you approach life, right? How you show up day to day. That's what your dreams are trying to give you information on, to direct you in a new way that is going to be beneficial to you, right? That's going to allow you to transcend. You're going to learn and grow and elevate to the next level of your life. So that's the energy of those two cards that's coming up for you. I'm like, what was I wearing last night? That's weird. I can't even remember what I was wearing last night. I'm like, what was it? What was it? That's hilarious. Hi, CBD, green tea, TP hippie. It's a long name. That's a long name. All right, so after Ray is Carol. Okay, so Carol's card, and then after Carol is Carrie Ann, and then Julie. Okay, so Carol. Carol, we got Gemini on top, Gemini being the social butterfly of the zodiac signs. And then on the bottom, we've got Venus. So Gemini is all about curiosity and intellect, like going and learning, being curious and awake. The butterflies, that's what I was wearing. Thanks. I remember. Hi, Alpheus. Would you like a card for some clarity too, love? Yeah, I was wearing my like maroon or whatever burgundy tank top with the butterfly wrap, but I put the the butterfly wrap. That was it. And how are you, Alpheus? We still have to make a time to get together. I dropped the ball on that. I apologize, but we definitely have to make a time. So within this curiosity and intellect that's coming up, it's going to propel you in a direction where you're going to be learning new things and interacting with new people. Just make sure that these new groups that are coming in, these new alliances that you have, that there's an equal transfer of energy, that you're not giving too much or they're not giving too much. And, we don't want to be in that take from somebody either, because those relationships don't last that long. So you want to look for that, like that even give and take. And then I always, whenever I see this card, I see it as a great call to just have that real good gratitude practice, right? Where you're finding beauty in your day, you're seeing the value in the things that you're experiencing, right? And that's just important. The more that we turn our gaze towards the things that are good, right, then the more that we're going to see the things that are good, right? It's whatever we focus on grows. So focus on the good. Focus on the good. That's a message for you, Ricky, too. Focus on the good, love. I don't know why. Do you have to reset the thing? And you know what? It all depends on who comes up on my list. I send it out to 4 different groups of 15, and I don't know if I saw your name in that list. I could look for you individually as well. And then maybe I know that a lot of times Melinda will send you, or Salasia will send you the invite as well. So that's cute, Carol. And good morning, Helena. How are you doing today, love? Good morning, Brenda. How are you, love? Oh, weird. Yeah, weird. I don't know what's going on with TikTok that way. Alrighty. So next is Carrie Ann. Good morning, Brenda. You doing okay? So Carrie Ann, we've got water and Leo. Okay. So the water element is all about spirituality. It's about emotion, intuition, and compassion. And Leo is about your self-confidence. It's about loyalty and creativity. This is really, with romance and stuff like that. So I can see, and I know that you're working on, oh, nice. Exciting, Carol. Yeah, maybe with that, Helena. So for Carrie Ann, so the water is asking you to be compassionate to yourself, to actually pay attention to what emotions are coming up and making sure that you're nurturing, not just to yourself, but to others as well. It's a very nurturing energy. But it's also asking that you pay attention to your intuition, right? And Leo is this flirty little energy as well, right? And I feel like, I know that you're trying to have a baby right now. Yeah, exactly. I think my hair is poking me. My hair keeps poking me. So that's the energy that's coming up here, is that like young, flirty, emotional energy. So this is a time to lean on your intuition and to express your emotions, be compassionate to yourself, and stand in your self-confidence. Bring that little bit of flirty energy into your relationships. And yeah, that's what I see here. It's just, this is just a call for you to be, express your emotions and be flirty, lean on your intuition, and be compassionate to yourself and your partner at this time with that little bit of a flirty energy, right? And I'm probably going to give you some good results being flirty like that. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, nice, Brenda. Welcome. Right, I like those cards too. get creative and flirty, express your emotions, right? Like, it's grooving energy. Hi, Shan. Definitely. Oh, I don't know. We could check the cards and see if the cards are giving us any information. All right, after Carrie Ann is Julie. Flirty is fun, right? And tomorrow's date night, perfect. Shams, I put you on the list. Alrighty. So for Julie, we've got Neptune, which is all about your dreams, paying attention to your dreams and allowing what information comes up within those dreams will propel you to transcend or to evolve, to grow, right? And Mutable was the card on the bottom. So Mutable is all about surrendering to the process, surrendering to what's going on. The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So they're very fluid. They go with the flow, right? But this is about welcoming change. So listen to your dreams. They're showing you where the change is going to occur that's going to allow you to transcend, or the changes that you need to bring to yourself to allow for that change. Okay. But sometimes they're not meant, when you look at the meanings underneath of it. So, like a dream about death is talking about rebirth, right? Like that's the energy of those two. So it could be like they're symbolic. There's some symbolism within the dream that it's trying to tell you. When we talk, maybe we can see what those dreams are that you're talking about. Okay. All right. So after Julie is Helena. Yeah, they could be very symbolic. Hi, Ginger. I put you on the list, love. You're welcome, Julie. Oh. Ah. Just computer what's having, and Brenda for sure. There. So the two cards that came up for you was Saturn. So Saturn, it governs the area of responsibility, which is why sometimes we say that it governs our work sector, because that's where we have a lot of responsibility. And in the responsibility area, the Saturn card can speak to feeling restricted or experiencing struggle. So it could be that you're feeling like there's too many responsibilities on your plate, or in some area, like say, I know you were working on that internship. So if we look at the internship, not having that work out like smoothly, that could be, where it feels like there's a little bit of tension, or you're restricted in that space, or you're experiencing that little bit of struggle. But it can also be just a statement to remember to, like, we're learning to work hard in the areas that we're working in, and to have patience that what's meant to come to us is coming to us. The card that was on the bottom is the Moon card, and the Moon is asking you to satisfy your emotional needs and nurture yourself and others. So through doing that, nurturing yourself and others, it can open you up to move through this space of feeling restricted, right? Especially acknowledging your emotions. Oftentimes we just disregard ourselves, right? Keep patient, keep working, acknowledge your emotions. They're valid, right? Don't stuff them down, and things are good. All right, after Helena is Shams. Okay, so we got Shams. I'm pretty sure I know last night you got the Libra. I know you had Libra was one of your cards. And hello. Hi, Anita. How are you, love? Okay. So today, though, you got different cards. So you got Sextile, which Sextile is the 60-degree planetary alignment that speaks of being in a space where there was some tension to now we're going towards union. So this is talking about moving from that tense spot into a position of flow. So nice. Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure you're Libra, and I got Libra, and Libra's all about the relationship zone too, but I can't remember what the other card was right now. So this is like talking about a potential rewarding situation, but you have to be open-minded as you're going through what you're going through. I'm like, do I have an elastic around here? No. We tend to have elastics everywhere. And then all of a sudden I have no elastics. Girls with hair, do you agree? You either have none or you have a whole bunch. Apparently I have none right now. I was going to put my hair up because I'm feeling a little warm with it. It's like there's 20 elastics sitting there. And then the next time, where are all my elastics? Where did they all go? I'm overheating. Somebody brought some heat in. So I'm warm right now. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get a right. Hi Mickey, how are you, love? I'm like trying really hard to see, like with my glasses off. Give me a second. I'm gonna go get an elastic. So this is about learning and growing and being open-minded to the information that's coming to you. So there's going to be this, just look at the information that's coming out. That's going to show you how to transition through that point of tension into a space of flow. Okay, so there's information is coming up with it. I'm doing really well. I'm going to go get an elastic or a clip. Better. Much better. Much better, guys. There. Overheating. My glasses feel all like foggy. We're getting some big heat in Ontario right now. Okay, so after Shams is Ginger. Oh yes, definitely. Aw, thanks, Carol. Definitely, Mickey. Look at my glasses are fogging up again. Like they're so dirty. It's warm. It's humid. It's humid. I took Cass out for a walk first thing today, and stream, and we're back. Hi. Sorry, guys. I think I got it fixed now. I think I got it. Like, oh, there it is. I found it too. There, we're good. We're all back now. Yay, we back. All right. So after Ginger is Brenda. Brenda is next. But yeah, I hope that you're doing well, Ginger. I know that I can't even imagine how hard that would be to experience with my kids. I have no idea. Okay, so Brenda is next. Brenda's going to get 3 cards because 2 flew out. Good morning, Jess. How have you been? You can definitely go on the list, love. Here, on the list. On the list. So Brenda, the top card that came out was opposition, saying that there's a point of tension somewhere that's existing. Okay, so there's this point of tension. It could be just an imbalance. It could be an imbalance in the love area, that you're giving more than you're receiving, or taking more than you're giving. That's a possibility as well. So there's this imbalance that's there. Now, it can be a call to you to, look at where do you see beauty and where do you find value within your life, right? Increasing that affirmation process, right? The more that we focus on the good in our life, the more good we see that we have to focus on. The card on the bottom of the deck was the air card. So whatever this opposition is within here, using your intellect, like being open-minded and objective as you're going through the situation, is what's going to help you to learn and grow through whatever the experience is. So this opposition, and it doesn't have to be that it's in your love sector, like it doesn't have to be in your relationships. Whatever the opposition is, it could be that you're giving more than you're receiving. There's not this even give and take that's going on, right? Yeah, it's a lot, right? Losing a child is always a lot. So after Brenda, yeah, that's hard, right? So trying to find the value in that experience, right? That can be really challenging. It's hard when they stop remembering or they struggle. And a lot of times, sometimes, like, or I shouldn't say a lot of times, but sometimes when people are struggling with dementia, they get, frustrated, or they start to do some behaviors that maybe aren't, and it's not like them, right? And that can be really hard on us too. If you see your mom all of a sudden being angry, right? And that's not how my mom was. That can be really, really challenging for us. Or when they don't see you or don't recognize you, how that's a grieving while they're still alive process that we go through. That can be really, really challenging. So, trying to find those moments of beauty, and find the value in the moments that you do have, right? And I'm sending you lots of love. I know that that's really hard. That's really hard to deal with. Okay. Really, really hard to deal with. Sending you so much love, Brenda. So after Brenda is Mickey. We've got house 9, which is all about your spiritual growth. House 9 is the house of Sagittarius. So house 9 is it's about spiritual growth. It's about open-minded, big learning. Like Sagittarius is the teacher, whereas Gemini is the student, always eager to learn. Whereas Sagittarius learns from the perspective of teaching it to somebody else. Gemini learns because they just love to learn. It's like, give me some more knowledge, right? So that's the difference on those sides. But Sagittarius, which is the house that house 9 governs Sagittarius. So it's about travel, exploration, optimism, but it's really the spiritual growth, the symbol of spiritual growth that's going through right now. The card on the bottom is the Sun card. So the Sun is all about embodying your truth and standing up and expressing that. So this is a call to you as you're going through this spiritual growth to stand proud and to express yourself honestly and to, you know, that's like somebody in your spiritual growth, all of a sudden you decide you want to start playing with oracle cards, and instead you're like too shy to share, to say that, right? So that's what this energy is. Just, it's telling you to stand up in whatever, you know, you like, embody that, express that. Don't be afraid to be your authentic self. Okay, so it's calling you to stand up authentically. Once as you go through this spiritual growth, you're really going to want to stand up into who you are, right? And embody that, and be proud. Be proud. There's the word I was looking for. Proud of who you are, right? Or at least be, this is me. This is me, and it's my reality, so I'm going to do my thing. All right. So next is Jess. Just Jess. You're welcome. So I feel like you're going through a little bit of struggle here with these two cards coming up. One is Saturn, and Saturn is in the space of responsibility, Jess. That you could be experiencing struggle, or you could be feeling a bit restricted. That could be at work or in any area where you have responsibilities. And it can be just a card that's reminding you to learn hard work or to stay patient. Now, the card that also came out with it is the square card. When we have two planets that are at a square alignment, that means that there's a 90-degree alignment between the two planets, and that means that it's a challenging aspect. It can feel like there's a mountain that you're climbing. So you may be feeling right now that there's a mountain of responsibilities, or that you're really restricted, and it's like, you know, this big mountain of an obstacle that's in front of you. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Okay. And there might be, like with the Scorpio card there as well, it might be a time to really just like that something's going to come up, and you're going to be like, okay, I understand now why that mountain is presenting itself in that way, and I know what I need to do. Information is going to get exposed, and that's going to allow you to make shifts or changes. That's going to help you to step up into a better space. Right. So navigating through this experience, or the struggle, or whatever this challenging moment is going to, there's going to be some information that's going to get revealed that's going to allow you to navigate through it. Okay. If that makes sense. Hi, Jessica Marie. How are you, love? It's a very small morning, very small. It seems like a quiet morning. Which is okay. So what do we want to talk about now? Hi, Paulshi. How are you, love? Paulshi, would you like I think Paulshi wants a card. Does that make sense to you, Jess? Like, does that resonate with what you're experiencing right now? Like, are you feeling a little bit restricted, or experiencing a little bit of struggle in any way? Good morning, Christy Lee. I'm doing very, very well. I'm hanging out here with this wonderful group of people. I've got my Melinda and my Carol on the case as mods. Lots of stuff going on. I have a journal that's available for purchase on Amazon worldwide. I have a 6-session trauma package. Yes. Okay. I had a feeling that's the area that it was in. I didn't feel like it was work. I felt like it was within the relationship sector for some reason, but so yeah. So yeah, there might be some new information that's going to come up that's going to help you to make a decision in one way or another. Hi, Christine. Thank you for the roses. So I'm just giving myself some love, because love is good, right? Self-love is very important. You have to appreciate yourself. You have to fill your own cup up too, right? And then the overflow of that cup fills up other people's cups. We don't fill up other people's cups without ours being full first. Otherwise we deplete because we're giving from our stock. See if I can get myself at least 100 likes. I think I'm at 100 now. Oh, so the intuition is quick. The intuition is quick. When it's not intuition, when it's your logic center, it's a slower, it's a conversation too. Like it'll be a full-on conversation. When our intuition comes in, sometimes it's just a knowing, right? For example, there's this guy that I was talking to because I went on a dating site, on a dating app. And so there's this guy that I was talking to, and there's just like, for whatever reason, whatever he's saying, there, my mind is like, like it's not even a mind thing. It's just the bullshit meter. It's like going, that's not true. Right? I don't buy that. Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying. But it's just a knowing. For me, it's a knowing. For some of us, our intuition tells us in different ways. But when we get into the thought process and we hear our thoughts going along, like in a sentence, and there's like, that's when it's logic. That's when it's our logic, when our logic is trying to think it out and telling us things, right? It's the same. So our intuition is more, it can be subtle. It's quicker too. Our intuition is rapid, fast. Oftentimes we'll walk into a room and our intuition will pick up on all of the energy of everybody around us. And it's like, okay, watch that person over there. And we won't even realize it. And then later on, we'll be like, I don't know why I feel weird about that person. I just don't want to go near them. That feeling that you had, that's the feeling of your intuition. Whereas the logic is your mind going, I don't know why I feel kind of weird about that person, but there's something about that person that's off-putting and I just don't want to be near them. That's logic, right? So your intuition is just much quicker, much more quicker. Hi, Polishy. Aw. I'm sending you some love, sweetie. Polishy. It's challenging, right? It's challenging. Yeah, you're so welcome, Mickey. All right, so Polishy. I'm gonna pull Polishy a card, and then we're gonna get yeah, and you'll have to figure out what your tell is for what your tell is, right? Some of us get that, like that feeling in our gut. Some of us, it's just a sensation through our body. Some of us see pictures. Some of us have words, like actually have, a sound over here, right? It's just different. Yeah. Yeah, your body will just tell you. And the more that you practice your intuition, the stronger that it gets. So an example of a great way to test your intuition is, if I use this deck of cards as an example. Wow. Wow. That's crazy, Jess. Yeah, I'd be fighting that. That's not cool at all. That's not cool at all. I'd be fighting that for sure. So with this deck of cards, I know that it goes to, I think it's 52. Yeah. So this one goes to 52. So you know that this is a deck of cards that's 52. So you could reach into the deck, pull out a card, lie it flat down, put your hand over it, and sense into what is the number on this card. And then you could be like, for whatever reason, 34 came up. Right. And then you flip the card over and see what number the card is. Or you could even say, what is the picture on the card? What is the color of the card? Right. And allow yourself the opportunity. The more that you practice with your intuition, the more that you get to the point where you're like, oh, that's a 51. I see, I see it blue. I see a rainbow. I see, and you'll see more and more of it. as you do it. So just practice with it. And you can do that as a daily practice too, like setting it up that every day I'm going to pull a cup. I'm going to do this 3 times in the morning. I'm going to pull 3 cards out of this deck. I know there's 52 cards. I'm going to check and I'm going to see, what does my intuition show up as? Do I get a flash of a picture? Do I get a rapid word go through my mind? Do I get just a sense of a knowing? Does my gut tell me something? Like where does my intuition show up? How does it show up? And build your intuition up to be stronger and stronger, right? We can actually practice with that. Okay. Palshi. So for Palshi, I got the square again. So this is talking about a challenging situation, right? So this is somewhere within your life, you may be experiencing a struggle or a challenge. It could even be just one person in your life that you have a challenge with right now, right? And the Uranus card came out as well. And Uranus is about radical change. So whatever this challenging situation is that you're dealing with is going to lead to a radical change, whether that's in the way that you see the world and the way that you show up every day, or within some aspect of your life. Like a radical change could be like leaving your job and going in on your own company. It could be, leaving your relationship and sparking out on your own, right? Like those could be radical changes that could exist. It could be just changing, from, somebody that was very strong on vaccines to somebody that all of a sudden is like, wait a second. If we actually look at the research, vaccines are all dangerous for us because of the levels of mercury, and we would have gotten to the point where we are now without having been vaccinated, because we would have got to this point in one way, right? Like it's just that kind of, you'll get some kind of like big information that'll come in and just change your mindset in a drastic way. But I think this is really for you, Palshi. There's going to be like, it's a big thing. Like working through, like on a healing journey, working through like karma. It's a big transformation that's occurring, that healing journey that you're on, that this is the challenge is speaking to. Okay. So that's the information that I get from that. So that was Palshi. And hi, Christy. Would you like a card, Christy? You're welcome. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. But yeah, definitely connect with me. So I keep wanting to remind people, this is my side gig. This is just my side gig. I do full readings. If you're interested in having a full reading, you can always connect with me on my website and sign up for a full reading. But my biggest thing is healing, and that's healing through quantum and holistic practices. So I have 2 packages that I do, and I offer them in individual sessions as well. And the 2 packages are, one is a 6 session in 3 months, and it has where we build safety, we do containers, we do resiliency and soothing, we do inner child work, we do shadow work, we can do human design. We do all these different resiliency and soothing techniques. And also I give an option of up to 2 quantum mind, body, spirit healing sessions within that 6 session package. And you can purchase those individually or as a 3-month package. And then I have the quantum mind, body, spirit healing package. So this is where we get at the energetic level of what is going on. So let's say, you've struggled with weight loss for years and you can't figure out, why can't I lose the weight? Why can't I stick to a program? Right. And, and when we look at the weight, sometimes we can get to the weight and look at it, and underneath of it is, that because you had so many unwanted advances as a child, like men being really creepy to you throughout your life, that you were carrying around that extra weight to create a buffer between you and other people. So it was like a protective mechanism. So then we get to that root cause and we remove that energetically. So this quantum mind, body, spirit healing is just revolutionary. It's amazing the results that we see, that I've seen with it. Especially like with my clients, it's just been amazing. So that's available as well, either in individual sessions or in a 3-month package where we do 12 sessions back to back. Every week we meet and do a session. And these sessions can last up to 2 hours in length. It all depends on how deep we end up going in each of the sessions. Good morning, Archie. I'm doing quite well. How are you, love? So that's what I do the most. What my biggest thing is actually healing and working through trauma. After went through my experiences with trauma, I got to the point where I had my autoimmune disorder and all the other stuff that was going on for me. I ended up, after I went through my healing journey, realizing that healing was possible. We didn't have to keep seeing a psychiatrist or a psychologist for years and take medications forever. We didn't need to do that. We could actually heal and move on and not need to see a therapist every day. So that's why I decided to go out into my own job and doing this. So that's my biggest thing, is actually helping with trauma. And I love teaching people about trauma so that they become trauma aware. So that's something else that I do. I actually have a course for healers or for the general public that you want to learn more about trauma and you want to put yourself in a position where you have soothing techniques that you can offer to people that you work with or that you encounter who are struggling with trauma. So that's the other stuff that I do. But you can see all of the stuff that I'm up to on my website, and you can also sign up for a free call if you have any questions about the stuff that's there. Get off my Kool-Aid, so nice. Yay! TT. I know you just showed up and you went up a level. Good morning, my love. How are you? Okay, so who do we have next for a card? Is Carrie still there? Would Carrie like a card? Would anybody here like a card? TT. It's TT time. Did. Oh, nice. You know what? So the best way to figure out, Sue, I'll absolutely put you on the list. Sue and Amethyst. So the best way to find your purpose is to look at what lights you up, what gets you really excited, what makes you really happy, what is something that you could do and lose yourself doing. Like you could start doing it and you lose all sense of time, right? So where your passion, that's passion. That's just straight up passion. When you lose sense of time, like I drew and sketched and wrote so much growing up. Like that was where I found my safety and was able to get away from like the trauma that was going on around me, was through reading, writing, and drawing. Those were like the things I was doing all the time. So I could take those things that light me up. You know, I love singing. I absolutely love singing. I love singing karaoke. That's a part of something that I do every day. So I could take the fact that things that light me up are nature. I love all things spiritual. I love singing. I love creativity, right? So those are things that I love to do. And then you can look at, on the other side, what am I good at? What am I naturally good at? So maybe I love singing, but I'm not like really good at it. So is it something that I can build my skill set in? Yeah, you can learn to sing better, right? Singing is actually like your voice is an instrument. So you can learn to play that instrument better. So maybe that's something, singing as a potential career. But you could look at, I'm good at all these things that are creative. So definitely being in an area of creativity would be a good thing. What am I good at? Well, let's say I'm not particularly good at watercolors, but I'm really good at oil. So then maybe painting oil paintings would be the way that I would want to go with that. So you want to look at what you're really good at, what lights you up. Those two, that's passion and purpose combined. Okay. So look at the things. What makes me really happy? What lights me up? What could I do endlessly without thinking about? What makes me smile? What is something that, I would do if I had all the free time in the world? What are the activities that I would do if I had all the time in the world? And then look at, in the list of things, what am I good at? And find out where those two things collide. What could I do in a job? Hi, Faiza. How are you, love? What was that, Ricky? Nothing at this one. I wasn't finished writing. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. You know, like, and sometimes we'll get like, for me, I was a nurse for years. So healing was definitely in my space, right? Sometimes when, you know, when we go through certain things, like your healing journey, it just sparks this whole thing, right? So because healing was something that was so important to me and something that I love to do with people, whether that was as a nurse or now as a healer, yay, yay. Carol's subscribing, thank you. But then you take that, what of like being creative. So me being my own business owner and working in this format works really, really well. I get to be creative all the time. So I get to use that skill set as a part of my job. It's not the full focus of my job, but it's a part that I get to use, right? So, you know, the same thing for you. You might find I have all of these skills and all of these passions, and these are the things that I'm really good at. These are the things I really love doing. This has a little bit of that in there. Like you'll find that, you know, little bits of things there. Interesting. Interesting, Ricky. All right. Sue. A card for Sue. You're welcome, Mickey. Well, Sue, we've got, yeah, we're not dealing with that notification. I don't know why we're getting all these spams lately. This is ridiculous. Just thinking of something. Can you block two? Okay. Right. I just put down as a ban word was that permanent ban. So the keyword permanent ban, I just put it down as being a word that gets blocked right away. Okay, so for Sue, we got a lot of Aquarius energy here. This is really something coming up with like-minded groups, humanitarian beliefs, because you've got house 11, which is the house of Aquarius, and Aquarius. So Aquarius is all about originality. They are out of the box thinkers. They have like these big like-minded groups of friends, and humanitarian beliefs. So something is coming up within your friend sector, like thinking out of the box and aligning yourself with these original friends. And it could be just something new is coming to you. Like I feel like it's more like that. Like there's like you're starting to open up into a new direction. Something new has come into your life that it interests you. It's not something that you've normally maybe been following or something like that. It'd be like all of a sudden you start listening to light codes, and next thing you know, you start watching more and more videos on light codes, and then you start hanging out with people that, or watching videos and hanging out and doing that kind of stuff with people, and now all of a sudden your group of friends are people that speak light codes, as an example, right? So it's like something new has come up that's interesting you, and you're going to find these new friends that align with those new things. Good morning, witchy kind of woman. How are you, love? My beautiful 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 Shauna Lee. So let me know if that makes sense to you, Sue. That's something, like that you're going to be navigating into new and aligning with new people, right? And there's nothing wrong with aligning with new people, right? New friend groups. All right, Amethyst. You're welcome. Oh, nice, nice. That's so exciting. If I have time, I will stop by and see it as well. Okay. So the 2 cards that we got for you, I just wanted to check because a couple cards were kind of sloppy and I wanted to see what they were. But the 2 cards that I got for you, Amethyst, is House 5 and Conjunction. So this is that little flirty. Nice, nice. I'm jealous. I want more cards. I need to make more money so I can buy more cards. Right? That's my thing. I need to make more money so I can buy more cards. Definitely Faiza. I put you on the list as yeah, I'm close to about I think I have like 23 or 20 somewhere in the 20s, in the mid to high 20s. But I always want more. I always want more. I want different ones. Different ones. Yeah, nice. How's your vacation been? Have you enjoyed it? So there is a union, a coming together for you, Amethyst, and this is in the romance sector. That'd be so cool. That would be so cool. So House 5 is all about like passion and play. It's that flirty energy, that Leo, the sun, the beautiful. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, see, that's why I'm always looking for new ones, because when I do my readings, I like to pull from different decks because they have different themes, or the messaging is different, right? And I just really want to pull that in. So this House 5, like, it's really like sing your song, embody your self truth, be, and like when the sun comes out and it's like, yeah, like the sun is out, like you're feeling hot, you're like just ready to go, like you're feeling very confident and carefree and expressive. That's the energy of Leo, right? Sing that soul song, exactly. And that's going to bring this merging, this coming together, this union of people, right? I feel like it's more in a romantic capacity though, like real flirty energy, really flirty energy here. So get ready to flirt, get ready to sing your song, and get ready to get close and get close with someone. Amethyst. Oh. Aw. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, I love you. You have a wonderful day. I've been on since 9, so an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half. Cass got excited for a second. Alrighty, so after, I was a few minutes late. I wasn't on right at 9. I was a few minutes late. Sorry, spam call. Ooh. Definitely sorry. Okay, so, right? This deck, I didn't really like it. Well, maybe you will. All right. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Aw, thank you, Aaron. So we've got Venus and we've got the air symbol. This is for Faiza. Okay, so for Faiza. So air is open-mindedness, objectivity, and it's learning. And then Venus is the goddess of love. So you could be asked to be a little more open-minded within your relationship at this time, learning and exploring, finding the value in that relationship, Hello, Italian princess. Oh, I probably would, the Mayan deck. I've always been intrigued with the with the Mayans. So I would definitely enjoy that. Love you. Love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, Carol, for everything. Thank you, Carol. Yeah, so this, and sometimes it's like when we get the air, that open-minded with Venus, it could be that, like you have this picture in your mind, oh, my partner, he's got to be, sporty, and he's got to be this, and he's got to be that. And then the guy comes into your world and it's just like totally different. You're like, wow, he's wearing suits, and, like he seems so reserved. And meanwhile, like he's just hitting all the checking all your boxes, checking all the boxes. And you're like, wow, I did not expect that at all. So that being really open-minded can be a can be a symbol of those two cards together. Definitely, Kendall. I was waiting for you to ask. I was like, I was almost going to just put you down anyway. But I'm like, she's hanging out. She should get on the list for a card. Alrighty, so after Feza is witchy kind of woman. So yeah, just stay open-minded where love is concerned, right? And just see the value, find the value and see the beauty in it, and stay open-minded and objective and ready to learn, right? Ooh, nice. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, witchy kind of woman. We got house 6 and house 2. So are your daily habits supporting your financial goals? That's what I have to ask you. Is what you're doing day to day, is that supporting your health and wellness? Is that supporting the future that you see for yourself? Because house 6 is all about your routines and your daily habits, and and house 2 is all about your resources, your physical security, your possessions, your self-worth, like all of that. So how are your habits helping promote the level of self-worth that you should be giving yourself, to allow for your material worth to grow, right? So that you can grow more in your physical security. Getting called out. Need to dial in those routines. Alrighty. Right? It's like setting up, on your calendar from 12 till 1, I'm going to be engaging with people in the comment section. Or, like I'm going to be responding to comments. I'm going to be engaging with people in messaging or something like that, right? Like setting that up. You can open yourself up to it. Some people will tell you, some people are able to connect to guides really easily, where some of us are not at that stage. We all can. It's just how developed we are, right? Kind of how open we are to that information. And so it could be just as you open yourself up more. But you can also connect with somebody who can read or see or speak with someone's guides and find out who your guides are that way. But meditating is one of the best practices that you can do to really open yourself up spiritually. It's just having a solid meditation practice. I've started really getting into the habit of meditating before bed. Wow, does it ever help my sleep? Because I'm like, I'll be meditating and I'll be just like ready to fall asleep. And then I lie down and I'm like, oh yeah, we're out. We're out. So I've been enjoying doing the meditating at bedtime. Okay, Aaron is next. We tend to have one guide who is a solid guide that is with you for the whole time, and then we have other ones that come in and they come and go. So Aaron, on the bottom of the deck we have Aries. On the top of the deck we had Neptune. So Neptune is all about dreaming and transcending. So it's a call to pay attention to your dreams, right? And in your dreams, it's going to be giving you information on how to transcend to the next level. And this is all to do with your individuality, how you show up in life, what your approach to life is. So like your individuality, there's independence and bravery and passion all in the mix, because that's what the little Rami has, is all that patience and not patience, sorry, passion and bravery. Let's go, let's do this, let's start it. So there's a lot of like instigating energy is there as well, initiating, right? That pioneering spirit of Aries. So pay attention to your dreams and what they're telling you about how you should be showing up or how you should be approaching life. It could be you can connect with me. Do take that free call, Aaron. Take that free call and talk and see how I can help you. Right? So you can step back into that passion. Right? Okay. So after Aaron is Sarb. Okay, so Sarb is next, and then Kendall. Okay. So Sarb and then Kendall. If I stop like shuffling. Well, Sarb, this is beautiful. We've got like a lot of love. Oh, should we go and fight this dude? Should we go? Should we? We gotta determine that beforehand. So Sarb, we have conjunction. What's your function? Your function is all about union, emerging, and coming together. We've got Venus, the goddess of love. So this is about giving and receiving love. This is about finding beauty, seeing value in things. And then we've got house 4. House 4 is the house of cultural and family roots. This is about home, peace, and comfort. So this is a beautiful reading if you're looking like romance. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but this is a lot of love and a union coming into your home environment. So this is like solid relationship message for you. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're looking for one, but this would be a strong message that one is coming. And so, yeah, I see that. Like this is still another positive message for that. Emerging, a coming together, the love and home, right? Like the mom energy. House 4 is the house. And I was pretty sure that you were looking for it. So this is like absolutely another positive sign about that coming, right? We got eggs in the nest. This is your home environment, right? We've got eggs in the nest. Okay. Eggs in the nest. I like it. Okay, next we've got Kendall. Hi, Paige. How are you, love? I caught it, Kendall. Ooh, Kendall, we've got a lot of Leo energy because we've got Leo and house 5. House 5 is the house of Leo. So I see some romance coming into your life, like flirty romance, confidence, sunshine, right? Like that's showing up for you, is that like that sunny, confident, like here I am, like that hot, like it's whatever reason, hot girl summer came to mind. But like when we step out and we're like, yeah, it's summertime, I'm feeling good, the sun is shining, yes, we got that confidence, we're standing in our power. And then, we've got that flirty energy, right? That's the energy that's coming here, is that really playful, flirty, creative, like sun and fun energy. And go out and just express yourself and have fun, right? Have fun. So I love that. And I love it. All right. Look at that. We went through all the cards again. And you know what that means? I'm going to make myself a coffee and come back. And if anybody else wants cards or you want something else, let me know. Okay. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill. I'm gonna get a refill. So, guys, the landlord has a dude that's doing the like yard and weed eating and stuff, and he literally just weed eated the entire like the flower bed, and by the grace of God, did not cut down my potato plants. Like I'm like, who weed eats the garden bed? I'm just curious. Like I'm like, I don't know if he ruined like the because I planted dill and other stuff as well. And I'm like he cut down the old stalks um, from the like cut down the stalks from the old daffodil plant. Like there was daffodils and tulips that grew up in the flower beds, gone. Like just cut them down. Like what the fuck? Pardon my language, but what the fuck? I think my potato plants are still standing, but what the fuck? Just crazy. Hi, Pete. Pete is the gentleman who won the quantum mind, body, spirit healing session from July. So, sorry, from June. From June. We are in July. July, we are offering the same thing. The top gifter for the whole month of July is going to win a quantum healing, is going to win a healing session with me. And then the next two gifters, so second and third place, are going to win a mini reading. Aww. Oh, Pete, you are a doll. We all agree. We all agree. Any one of us that can tune into energy can tune into your energy and be like, yeah, that's a good one. Pardon my French, right? But who does that? Who cuts down the flowers? Who cuts the flower bed? Like, what the heck is wrong with you? I'm just so happy. I think that my little potato plant stayed going. Like, aw, sending you so much love, Carrie Ann. I'm gonna pull Pete some cards because I think Pete's the only one that is on that needs cards. Everybody else, I think, has gotten their cards. But if you haven't, you can always put your name down, and I'll pull you some cards too. Oh, connecting to their mom, the ancestor. Sorry, grandmother. That is a guide. Hi, Joanne. Definitely. Whoa, Pete. Aw, Pete. I'm like So you have your crown chakra, but down back here you have one is called the bindi, your bindi chakra, and that is like tingling on me. Right? Let's do it. We'll get flowers in my hair. Good morning, Rochelle. How are you, love? How are you? Okay, so Pete, I'm very happy to read this for you. We've got Venus, which is about giving and receiving love, finding value, seeing the beauty in things. We've got Capricorn, which is all about work, right? Is all about work, ambition, your life mission, your career, your achievement. It's the daddy energy, that, you know, that really solid, structure, discipline, methodical steps, realism, like very practical energy of the dad, right? But this is the career sector. And then we've got Trine. Trine is all about angelic support. So you're being supported through, you know, love and career at this time, angelically supported. So, I mean, I'm very happy to give that to you. Love and marriage come together like a... It's not actually that long, Rochelle. You can be next. You can be next. Hi, Miss Tonka. How are you? Right? That's just beautiful energy for you, Pete. I don't know which one's opening up. It could be your career. You're going to find beauty and love in that career sector, and then you're going to be off on away you go. Away you go, right? I'm good. Yeah, so look for feathers, Carrie Ann. Look for feathers. Those feathers will be left as a symbol, like as a message saying, I'm here. And you can see me, you can feel me, I'm here, right? Oh my goodness, ow. So Rochelle, we've got house 8 and Cancer. So house 8 is about transformation. It's about karma and facing your fears and legacies. And I know you're going through a lot as you're changing and evolving and growing and healing and all of that. Love you. Stay safe. Stay cool. Stay cool, love. Stay cool. Okay. And then Cancer. Cancer is about nurturing and protecting and comfort. So there is this really like, are you comforting yourself? Are you nurturing yourself? Are you allowing yourself to express the emotions? Are you protecting yourself in that sense? Right. So that's the energy here, is just letting you know. I'll explain it this way, Carrie Ann. If we went to the side of, like, if I went over here to the wetlands and I sat at the wetlands, I'm going to see lots of feathers because I like that's a very, very populated area for birds, right? So I'm seeing a ton of feathers that are going to be dropped in that space, right? But if I was to just be outside on my yard, right? Like for me to find a feather sitting there on my walking, like on my walking path, that's not necessarily like a common thing. So that would be a feather that would be left for me. Right. But if you're like, but like I said, if you go down to like a spot where you know is like really populated with birds, well, then it's more likely that you're going to find feathers. Right. But when you see feathers that are like if you go for a walk in this space and you're walking and there's a feather that's lying there, that's a feather for you. Okay. Just to give you an understanding, Carrie Ann. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Right. Like I told my friend this, she lost her son and we had a call and I said to her about that. I said, like, he's there. He's never left you. He's right beside you. He's there when he's there. Anytime you want to call on him and you can ask for him to leave you symbols, like leave you little messages that he's there. I said, like, look for feathers in a weird spot. Like she found a feather on her bed. I found a feather under my bed one time. How does a feather just get under my bed? Like didn't make any sense. So things like that, like where you're just like, there's no way that could have occurred in a natural way other than somebody leaving you a message. Okay. And it can be, and it doesn't have to just be feathers, right? Like, and that's, and again, like something like a crow feather, like they don't like a lot of these, you know, it's not like birds lose their feathers like all the time. They're just dropping them like crazy. Right. And beautiful. But looking for like dimes, right? Seeing cardinals. Cardinals really seem to be messengers. Yay, Carol. Messengers from above, right? The dimes, right? Dimes are big. Finding, hearing songs on the radio, right? If it's just like you're hearing a song on the radio that just reminds you of your loved one because it was their favorite song, like things like that. Yeah. Hi, Dee. How are you, love? I love it. Okay. So after, yeah, like an Oriole. Ladybugs. I was trying to think. Ladybugs can also be messages. Aw, sorry to hear that, sweetie. Is it the temperature? Right, like certain things are, yeah, really, really cool. Butterflies, yeah. Right? You get what all the time, Ricky? Quarters, yeah. Pete picks up money all the time. Pete's always picking up money, dimes like crazy. Like, and that's why like he should be like a death doula, or you know, like that's an area that he would be, or a shaman. Mm-hmm. Definitely, Dee. Definitely. I saw a cardinal in Alberta. I'm not kidding. Yeah, leave the bigger bills, right? I saw a cardinal in Alberta. I kid you not. It blew my mind. I was like, what? So Rochelle, I pulled your cards, right? That was the house 7. I'm gonna pull D, or Tonka. I'm gonna pull Tonka a card. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Tonka, we've got Neptune and Mutable. So Neptune is about paying attention to your dreams. Hi, Emily. I like that. Is all about dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. They're giving you messages, and these messages can help you transcend. Okay. And then mutable energy. I love you too. You have a beautiful day. It was so good to see you, Rochelle. Go get best lucks with the dentist. Okay. So it's all about your dreams, and your dreams are going to give you the information to transcend. And it is about surrendering. It's about being fluid and welcoming change. Okay, so just allow that change to happen. And that's, when we think about death, right? When we dream about death, it's usually speaking of birth, that there's something new that's coming to you, right? So think about that, that Neptune energy, that the dream is just really, it can be symbolic. That's the word I was looking for. It can be very symbolic. It doesn't have to be really direct, right? So yeah, but pay attention to those dreams because they could be giving you information. Sometimes we dream of the things that we're most afraid of, right? We get really afraid that that's what our partner's doing. So we have that dream as a way of just highlighting that that's like our deepest fear, that we're so worried about it coming true. Sometimes we dream about that because it is actually opening us up to say, hey, like you're aware of this, this, like your spidey senses know it. So we're just going to show you it until you realize, hey, okay, wait a minute, maybe there's some truth to this dream, right? So just, you're the one that'll know that, whether or not it's just telling you what your fear is to kind of wake you up to say, this is your deepest fear. Like, what do you need to do to work on that? Right? Because sometimes we need to address that with that fear that we've had. Sorry, I'm losing the mic. Yeah. So yeah, just, sometimes it could be just for us to understand that that's where our fear is so that we can evaluate it, right? Is there something that's going on that makes you feel like that person's not loyal or not to be trusted? Or is it just, that's a fear that you have that you need to work on, because sometimes we'll self-sabotage ourselves if we're not careful, right? So yeah. It's very Lyrian. Very much. Yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. I hate those dreams. Those dreams are so jarring, right? Just so jarring. Alrighty. D. I was going to pull D a card. I'm like, somebody else came on. I was going to pull a card. Yeah. You end up in a bad mood all day. Hi, Sakshi. Yay. Hello, Oliviera. How are you, love? And Joanne, I have to get Joanne one as card as well. Have a wonderful day, Kendall. Thank you so much. Mwah. All right. So for D, we got this opposition. So there's a little bit of imbalance going on, which is, it's okay. Understanding where the imbalance, right? Where the imbalance is coming from is important, right? It could be that, yay, beautiful lights. Thank you, D. And this is about being patient. This is a time to be patient. This is a time to be persistent. This is a time to be practical. Okay. And then you'll navigate through whatever, navigate through whatever that imbalance is. And it, I know you're working hard and you're establishing balance, and you're going to be putting in the work to do what is necessary. So yeah, making sure that you have time for rest, you have time for rejuvenation, and time for work, that it's not all of one level, that you're paying attention with. Yeah, exactly. Tee-tee. Tee-tee. All right, so Joanne is next. Such a giver. She's so sweet. She's just like Amazing. Okay, so Joanne, the two cards, whoops, that we got are Libra and Taurus. So Libra is the sign that is about balance, right? It's about balance. It's about fairness, harmony, consideration. It's relationship sector. It's justice. Like all of those things are the energy of Libra. Whereas Taurus is the financial or your self-worth. It's about your possessions, your material security. It's sensual, it's comforting, it's luxury. It can be a bit stubborn energy as well. So you've got this beautiful relationship and resources coming up. So the two of those coming up together is just beautiful. It could be a time that you're going to start to see some more fairness or harmony coming within your life. And you just have to trust and be patient with the process as this is coming. It could also be that you need to be really considerate right now in your relationships. And that is going to foster more security in the financial sector as well. Okay. Alrighty. So we have, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, love. We have, where did you go? Sakshi, and then we have Oliviera and Patricia. Sakshi, hello, love. Alrighty. So the top card that we got is Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. So what Chiron likes to do is expose the hurt so that you know that's a space that you need to heal, right? If we don't ever get triggered, then how would we know what we need to work on, right? So that's what the wounded healer does, is he reveals those spots where you're hurt so that you can work on healing them. Now, conjunction was the other card that came out, and that could be that as you're going through this healing journey, there's going to be a union or a coming together. Now, that coming together doesn't have to be of two different people coming together. It could be you coming together with yourself, right? Like aligning with your true self and healing that space. It could also be that you're coming together with somebody that's going to guide or help you through your healing journey, right? Like you could be getting a therapist or a coach or something like that to help you on your healing journey. But it could be that as you go through this healing journey and you heal yourself, that you're then going to align yourself with somebody or yourself in a much more much better way. Okay. All right. So after Sakshi is Oliviera. And hello, Taya. How are you, love? And Gisha. Did you see them, Oliviera? Shoot that way. Just went crazy. All right. So the two cards that flew out was Mars and Uranus. So Mars is the god of war. So there could be this feeling of needing to protect yourself, right? To defend yourself against an attack. That could be, you could be feeling like you're being attacked and you have to defend yourself. But what Mars is talking about is that there's forward momentum. There's forward movement that's occurring. Uranus is about radical change. So this forward motion that you're going through is going to spark this radical change. And the other card that I'm seeing here is House 4, which House 4 is the home front. So there's going to be radical change in the home front. I know your son's is coming too, right? So I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait till our next session, Dee, so that I can hear about your session with Witchy Kind of Woman and your totem. I'm so excited about that. Yeah. Radical change. Radical change. Radical change doesn't have to be bad, right? I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. You have a beautiful day, Witchy Kind of Woman. Alrighty. He's coming. So excited. So excited. Alrighty, so then we've got Patricia, I think. So Patricia, exactly right. You're welcome, Olivia. I love you. All right, Patricia. So Patricia, Saturn is the planet that governs responsibilities and can be considered to really be the planet of your work sector, but it's responsibilities. So that's why we consider it to be for work, because that's where we have a lot of responsibilities, but it could be anywhere where you have responsibility. And it could be that you're feeling restricted or experiencing a struggle in that space. So like you're too many responsibilities, or like if you're looking at a work thing, it could be that you're taking on more responsibilities than the rest of the employees that are working there. So you're feeling like you're struggling a bit because of all those responsibilities. Or it could be that, let's say you started a new company of your own and you're experiencing some restrictions or some struggle in the beginning because you're learning about the work that you need to put in and how you need to approach it. And you're just having to be patient with that. But whatever is going on in the responsibility or in your work area where you're feeling this, you're experiencing a bit of struggle or you're feeling restricted, you are not going to stay that way for long. You have angelic support, which this is moving you through into a state of harmony and of perfect flow. So that's the message that's coming up for you, is that whatever this experience of struggle is, don't worry, you are being angelically guided and supported. Just have patience. Just be patient as you're waiting for it to come to you, right? We all want we want our manifestations to be instant. It's like, come on, let's do this. I wanted it yesterday, right? But sometimes we actually have to learn things in order to be able to handle the manifestation when it comes to us. So that's kind of the information that's there, is that you're just learning right now and you just have to be patient, but that what you're manifesting is going to come to you, and you just be patient. Just be patient. Okay. So yeah, that was that. All righty. Nobody else. I have nobody else on the list for a card right now. Which is absolutely fine. Hi, Taya. I can get you a card for sure. Well, Taya, if you're not in a relationship, there's going to potentially one that's going to show up. But if you are in a relationship, it's about to get passionate, right? So the house 7 is the house of Libra. This is about relationships, profound relationships. This is also about intimacy. So this is feeling strong enough to stay up. So this is about your profound relationships, but about intimacy. So how can you let people see you, see your soul, right? That's the level of like profound relationships that we're talking about here. So, and romantic partnerships. And then you've got fire. And fire is the element of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So those 3 signs are fire signs, and they all carry the same thing: confidence, optimism, bravery, and passion. So that is coming into your relationship sector. That could be a new relationships coming in that's going to be passionate, that's going to be, beautiful, but it could be just in your relationship that's currently existing, that there's going to be this more passion showing up in that. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love Aries. I love Aries. Fellow fire signs. I am Sagittarius, so I like my fellow fires. My fellow fires. What did you get, Liz? What did you get? I'm excited about this. I'll take it, right? What did you get, Liz? What did you get? Did you get your book? Did you get it? Did you get your journal? 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 Did you get... Yay! Yay, Liz has got my journal. That's all the way in the UK, guys. My journal in Canada is in Liz's hands in the UK. So go buy my journal and then definitely review it. Review the journal because the reviews are what's going to help, okay? So review the journal and I love you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And we're going to have more ones. We're going to have more journals. We're going to have, I'm doing an adolescent, well, like it's basically my junior journal or my first journal. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Yay, yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yay. I'm so excited. All right. Card for Liz. Card for Liz. Look at that. Just flying right out when I said that. Card for Liz. So Liz, we've got Aries and we've got the moon. So the Aries is all about independence, bravery, passion. This is about, I'm so excited. I need one of mine. I need one for myself, but for whatever reason, when I did that, like when you go to KDP, you can send it and you get the artists, like you can actually, you can request an artist. So you can order author copies. But for some reason, when I go through it, it doesn't actually add it to the cart as a, yeah, so it's not working with that way. I don't understand why it's not working that way, but I'm just going to end up having to purchase my own journal as the way that it is. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that I can't order it as like because with the author version you're only paying, but whatever. It all works out in the end. I have to update my address too, guys. Alrighty, we're gonna add this new address, guys. Hang on. And street address. Sorry, guys. You know, right in the middle of it all. I think that's the right one. Now I gotta peek. I gotta peek on something else. I can't spell either. Okay, I got the right one. I got the right one. Hi, Shaylin, and hi, Vandalized. How are you guys? No, we haven't. We have not figured that out, guys. No idea. Okay. And where do we want? I think it's that one. No, I'm going to have to do that. We're going to fix that out. That's okay, love. That's okay. We can get you on the list for today. So anyway, I was doing somebody's card and then I forgot. I started doing it. Hi, Anita. Definitely. Good morning. Good morning. Liz, that's who I was. Yeah, squirrel, total squirrels guy. We were talking about my journal. So my journal's available for purchase, Amazon.com. And I realized I haven't purchased my own journal. So then I went off on that tangent of like, I should have my own copy of my book in my hand so I can be like, this is what it looks like, guys. I actually have it. So, but anyway, everybody, please buy it. Please buy it. Please support me. Buy this journal. Do the journal that I do every night, which is to do my wins, my goals, my 5-minute journal, and my little note section. So exciting. So Liz, Aries and Moon were the two cards that came up for you. So Aries is all that independent, brave, passionate energy of starting things. So this could be an indication that something needs to start. But the moon is all about your emotions and satisfying your emotional needs and making sure that you're nurturing yourself specifically. Magenta Pixie. Not right off the top of my... Yeah, not fully. And I get Shaylin on the list. We're going to get Anita and Vandalized. Did it? Yep. Yeah, no, not off. Where is it from, Liz? Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. Magenta Pixie. Let's see. Oh, good, good, good. Just Vandal would be. Nice. I'll have to check her out. Okay, so Vandal first, then Anita, and then Shaylin. Oh, Vandal. Okay. So the top card is the Sun card. The bottom card was Mars. So the Sun card is all about expressing your truth. This is about embodying who you are and standing in that light. So this is a call to be authentic, to shine your light, to step forward, to express yourself. And in this, and with Mars is about like maybe they're the god of war, but there could be this feeling of needing to defend yourself, right? To defend yourself but there's forward motion that's going to be happening. So in this area that you're feeling that you need to defend yourself, it's important that you're expressing your truth, that you're not holding back. Sometimes we don't stand up for ourselves or speak our truth because we're worried that if we do, then it's going to, ruin the relationship, or we're not going to have that relationship any longer. But it's more important that you are true to yourself, right? If you're true to yourself, then the true people will align to you, as opposed to, if you're not speaking your truth or not standing up for yourself, then, you know, people will be aligned with you, but they won't be aligned with the true you. So it's kind of like that call to make sure that you're standing and you're expressing yourself. Definitely make sure that you're expressing yourself. If there's a space where you're feeling like you need to defend yourself, make sure that you're expressing yourself. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. So I hope you were being true to you and expressing yourself and not, you know, holding back and you know, like kind of sucking it up for the relationship, right? Which we often will do. We won't say the things that matter, or, you know, like I had a friend, I did a sketch for her because I sketch. So I did a sketch for her of her son as a gift to her, to thank her for just being my friend and just appreciating her. So I drew her this picture of her son and gave it to her, and she drew the same picture and posted it on her thing. And I was like, why would you do that? Like, you have millions, like you have all these pictures of your son. Like, why would you choose to sketch the same picture that I sketched of your son and then post it on your Facebook too? Like, almost like it became a competition at that point. And she's like, I can sketch any picture of my son that I want to. And that was one of my favorite pictures. And so it just really downgraded. But I actually took the time to speak to her and be like, that just like, I felt that was really rude, and it really took away from the gift that I gave you, that you turned around and just drew the same picture again, right? So, you know, but I could have decided not to say anything because I wouldn't want to challenge the relationship for fear of losing it, but I did, and I spoke my mind. And that's what that message is saying, is making sure that you're just speaking your truth, right? You're standing up for yourself and speaking your truth. Okay, so after Vandal is Anita. Okay, and then after Anita is Shaylin. Good morning, Brittany. Anita. So Anita, we have Neptune on top and Venus on the bottom. So Neptune is talking about your dreams. It's a call out to be paying attention to your dreams, because your dreams are going to be giving you information, whether symbolically or directly. They're going to be giving you information that's going to allow you to transcend. Now, the space, or the other card that came up is Venus. And Venus is the card of love, like just the goddess of love, the planet of love. It governs Libra, is one that it governs. So it's about giving and receiving love. It's also about finding value and seeing the beauty in things. So as you're watching your dreams, make sure that like whether this is coming up within the relationship sector, that you're starting to see dreams that are coming up that are saying, you know, like, wait a second, this relationship really isn't an even give and take. You know, I'm really giving and giving and giving, but they're not really giving what I need back to me. That could be information that's coming up in your dreams, is just saying, you know what, I don't think this relationship is necessarily the right relationship, as an example. But it could just be, you know, reminding you to have a good gratitude practice. The more that we focus on the things that are good in our life, the more things we see that are good within our life. So it grows, right? Having a gratitude practice is really important. But look at your dreams and see what information they're going to give you. Okay, Anita? And good morning, Brittany. All right. So Shaylin is next. So for Shaylin, we got Mutable and Scorpio. You're welcome. You're welcome. So Scorpio is very intense energy. And this could be like a truth gets exposed. Some secret comes to light. And in that exposing of the truth, or, you know, the knowledge coming to you, there could be the purging and renewing of stuff, right? So I'll use a really interesting example. I love this cup. But let's say I found out that the company that I bought this cup for used child labor to make this cup. Well, I might like that cup, but I really don't like child labor. So I might get rid of this cup because I don't want to support that. So that would be a purging. I'm going to get rid of that cup. And then I'm going to get a new cup, or maybe from a company that has better values and ethics, right? So that could be the example of some truth gets exposed, and through that exposing of the truth, there's that purging and then renewal of bringing something else in. The other card that came out for you, Shaylin, is mutable. And the mutable is the energy of Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And this is about just surrendering. Surrender to the process. Know that what is meant for you will never pass you by. That you just have to be patient with the time in which it arrives. May not be the time which you would like it to be there. You might have to wait a little bit longer. But just being fluid, going with the flow, and welcoming the change that's coming in, because the change that's coming in is going to be for your highest good. So that's the energy that's coming out with the cards for you, Shaylin. Okay. All right. So let's do a check-in. How's everybody doing? Does anybody need anything? I need to look at my schedule. I need to look at my schedule for today, guys. And I need to drink some of the coffee because it's going to get cold. Today's a good day. Lots of time to get lots of things completed, which is good. It's good. Yeah, you can ask a question, Crystal, for sure. Hello, how are you? Oh. So a really quick technique when you're experiencing anxiety is doing the figure 8 around your eyes, and you just do it until you feel the urge to yawn or swallow or fun. So the one thing that I would ask for you, Crystal, is does that relationship serve you? Do you really feel seen and heard and understood and valued and appreciated? Like, are your needs being met? Is there a solid give and take within that relationship? Or do you feel like you're giving a lot and not receiving a lot back? And remember, like when we get into that space of the relationship ending, a lot of times we'll look back on it and we'll see all the good things. We'll just shine a flashlight on all the good moments in the relationship and convince ourselves that it wasn't that bad, as opposed to looking at it realistically and being like, wait a second. Yeah. So I'm gonna pull some cards and see. Have fun on. Yeah. Like, because I mean, whatever we tolerate is what we tolerate, right? If somebody wants to take advantage or is take, and we allow them to keep taking, we're actually allowing that. Like, we have to take that ownership on ourselves and be like, okay, wait a second. I had flags coming up early on in my relationship, this red flag and that red flag and this red flag, and I just kept going along in the relationship, right? Good morning, LZ. How are you, love? Oh, no. None of us are perfect, right? But are those needs being met consistently? And do you feel safe and secure in the relationship? Do you feel loved? Do you feel seen? Do you feel heard? Do you feel valued and appreciated? That's way too much. I'm doing really well, LZ. I published a journal, which is available worldwide on Amazon.com. Everybody is perfect for somebody, exactly. But we go around and we're like, what we end up doing though is we end up in that where it's an 80-20. 80% of the relationship is pretty good, and there's 20% that's shit or crap or toxic or unhealthy or just not a match. And sometimes we're like, well, if only they would just change these things here, the relationship would be perfect. Don't live on an if only. And maybe someday, right? Don't live on the, I hope this person can become, like, don't fall in love with potential. Fall in love with what they're at, right? I would leave it as not speaking. Give yourself 30 days of no communication, and then ask yourself afterwards, is that person exactly where you're meant to be? Is that exactly what is this filling your needs, right? Yeah. And as long as you keep holding on to what's not for you, like, then you're going to, the longer that you hold on what's not for you, you block yourself from what is meant for you. Think about if you can love the wrong person that much, if you can be in a relationship with the wrong person and hold on this tightly, imagine what it would be like with the right person. And then, hello, Paige. It's been so long. I love you, friend. I'm so happy to see you. Right? Yeah. Because you haven't allowed yourself to recognize that it's done. There's somewhere in your mind that you put this person in a special little spot, and it's almost like, when we get into the whole twin flames, and people will present the twin flames as this push-pull dynamic, and you're going to go through this separation time, and you're going to go through this, and then we think, oh, mate, this is the person that's meant for me. Doing something, I think that for you need, I'm gonna pull you a card and see what the cards say. But I think for you need to determine, is this relationship the relationship that you need? Is this relationship actually fulfilling your needs? Right? Like, is this relationship actually a healthy relationship? Or are you holding on interesting. Sorry. How are you doing, Paige? And definitely karmic love would be possible. Yeah. So we've got Libra. Libra's the house of relationships. We've got Leo. Leo is creativity, it's loyalty, it's self-confidence, it's that energy, right? So karmic love could be when we have relationships in previous lives, those previous lives can, yay, Paige. So we have this sextile energy, which is 60-degree planetary alignment as well. So I'm going to hold that one there. Yeah. We hold on, we cling so much to things. Like I even did that with my last relationship, and, thinking that sometimes we get stuck in that whole thing of, well, if they heal this dynamic to them, then we can move into this better relationship. If they just healed their trauma, then we could have this lovely, beautiful relationship. And it just doesn't, that's not the only reason why the relationship doesn't work. So sextile is a point of tension, but it's a tension that's moving towards a union or a flow, like that's moving from being a challenging situation to being an emerging. So it's going through this flow. Like I honestly, when I look at your situation, right, like just like how long are you going to tie yourself to something that's not working? There's definitely a need for more communication, for sure, right? There needs to be a consideration, like as a consideration as to whether or not does this relationship actually meet the needs for each of us. Like why do the breakups keep happening? Why do you guys keep separating and going, like 6 months to not talk to each other? Then what brought you back together? Right? Sometimes we just keep holding on to it. It's almost like that statement of kicking a dead horse, right? Well, he comes back because you let him too, right? Right? You let him come back. Yeah. Like I think that you need to make sure that the door closes and shuts and maybe even locks, as opposed to being a revolving door, because the longer that you allow him to keep coming back, then you're blocking yourself from moving on and actually experiencing a life with somebody who's not going to walk out, right? Like in a secure relationship where there's love and affection and it's a good relationship, they're not leaving, right? They're not leaving. They won't make you feel like you're a choice or an option, or well, right now it works out, but then again, that now it doesn't. Now it works out, now it doesn't. I want you in my life, no I don't. Like they're never wishy-washy like that, right? It's not about an ultimatum. What I think you need to do is you need to look at yourself and what he's bringing to the table and make a decision. Is what he's bringing to the table what you want? This is a you thing, not him. Don't even consider him. It's nothing to do with him. What you need to do is look at you. Is he what you want? Is what he brings to the table what you want? Is he meeting your needs? Do you feel safe and secure with him? Do you feel loved? Do you feel seen and heard? Are you able to be intimate with him that he can see your full soul? Do you love yourself fully? Are you showing up for yourself consistently? Do you see yourself for who you are and allow yourself to express yourself in that way? Right? Because maybe what you need to do is be working on you and how you feel about yourself, right? And how much you love yourself, right? And because that's a very much outside. Yeah. So you don't. I'll tell you right now, you don't think that you're enough, because if you thought that you were enough, you wouldn't tolerate scraps from somebody. Right? That's why you keep letting him in, is because you don't think that you're good enough, that this is kind of what you deserve, is half-ass love, right? So you need to work. You should connect with me for sure. Connect with me in the free call that I offer. I would definitely take that call. We could go beat up Martins. We could go fight Martins. I don't know who this Martins is. We could go steal his nuggies. But we're not looking for somebody to complete us. We're looking to complete ourselves and then looking for somebody that matches us, right? So this isn't about somebody completing us, right? And I talk about this all the time, if this is your cup, this is your love. And let's say you're up to here, right? You love yourself about 80%, but 20% you kind of don't feel like you're good enough, or you have like a negative idea of who you are or what you deserve or what you're worth, right? We're going to go take whatever somebody's going to put in this cup to fill it up all the way, because we want to feel full of love. We want to get to that point. When we fill it up for ourselves, and we're not looking for somebody to complete us in any way, shape, or form, we're looking to match with somebody who has a full cup too. We know what it takes to show ourselves love. We know what we need, what we desire, what we deserve, what we're worth. So we're looking for somebody to come along who also has their own worth and knows what they deserve and know their value, so that we can be matched together, as opposed to looking to fill up. And the further down we are, the less that we are full of our own love, the more we're willing to take shit from other people. right? If I have a really, really empty cup, then I'm like, oh my God, anybody, somebody, just put something in it and I'll tolerate crap just to have my cup full, right? So the best thing that we can do is fill up our cup from ourselves, fill it up, and then we're good. We're like, I don't need you to complete me. I don't need you to do anything. I love you for who you are, and I love you being a part of my life, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you want to just work on love yourself, show yourself love, fill yourself up full of love, and then you won't tolerate scraps, and you'll go looking for your partner that is going to just match you in a full way, right? They're going to see you and hear you, and you're going to be able to implement your boundaries because you're going to be confident and assured, and you're not going to be in that desperate state. Going around in, out in society when your love's like this for yourself, you've got this love, is like going grocery shopping hungry, right? But we're out in there looking for a relationship to complete us, to fill us up, as opposed to being full, looking for a relationship that complements us. Right? We're looking for that fulfilling space, like going to the grocery store when you're hungry and you're like, oh, I'm so hungry. I'll take chips in the cart and I'll put chocolate bar in the cart. I'll put all these processed quick instant foods in the cart because you're looking for something to fill you up right then. You're not looking for the groceries to last you for the whole week or for your, for the month. You're looking for what can give me some food right now because I'm starving. So let's just take whatever we can. And the instant stuff is junk. Right? We're not looking for something to complement it. Okay, so all right. LZ's experience. We all do it. I did it for a long time, right? Yeah. No, don't tolerate that, right? We don't want to be tolerating scraps. We don't want to be tolerating scraps. So we got a whole bunch of cards that fell out at that point, LZ. And I think that this kind of really works. So I feel like somewhere along the line, you're feeling restricted or you're feeling like you're carrying too much responsibility, right? And so that's a big thing that's coming up, right? House 5 is the house of like romance. Like this is that flirty energy, but it's also self-confident and passionate. So maybe you're feeling restricted within that area of romance, right? There's some tension, there's an imbalance, and that imbalance could be you're giving too much and not receiving enough, right? So giving, or, it's really focused on them and their needs, and, the relationship is really around them, and you're just standing back going, but what about me? Right? That's kind of the energy with here. Now, the other card that comes up is yin. So yin is the divine feminine principle of motion. And that means that with the divine masculine, I love using the dance. So the masculine energy of receptivity is to walk over across. So there's that active motion. I'm going and getting this thing. So I'm moving as the divine masculine over here and asking, will you dance with me? That's the divine masculine principle of movement. The divine feminine principle of movement is to wait, be receptive. So I've waited for this person to come. They've asked me to dance, and now I'm going to decide yes or no. So there's still a decision that gets made. There's still an active role that is there, but your active role is to receive what's coming to you. It's to be very receptive. Leaning on your intuition. So what is your intuition telling you? And many times our intuition comes up and it tells us, this isn't the relationship for you. This isn't how you deserve to be treated. This isn't how love's supposed to feel. This isn't, I think you deserve better. And yet we don't do anything about it. We just bat it away because we want to be in a relationship, because when we're in a relationship, we can say that we are loved because somebody is in a relationship with us. So of course we are loved, or we are worthy. We've got this partner, right? I can definitely pull a card for you. So, but this is about just leaning on your intuition and asking yourself, is this right for me? And I don't think that, I think that you know in your heart that it's not right, but it is, be patient. There's that very much the intuition and receptive, right? Hi, Connie. How are you, love? I'm doing very well. So yeah, that's the being receptive, right? Hi, Allison. See, and then there you are. So this one's a citrine one. I also have the clear quartz one as well. Yeah. Just pour all the love into yourself that you want to give to somebody else until your cup is full up, and then move on. I don't, but I should. I should make some. I need to make some, Allison, and then I need to start selling them. Definitely. And I think I could. I know I could make them. Absolutely know I could make them. A side gig, right? Side gig. I'm always looking for some side gigs. Right now I'm selling journals, though. He definitely is, Kristen. He definitely is. As soon as you asked, I was like, yes, he is. Yeah. This journal is, you write down 3 wins of the day. You write down 3 goals for tomorrow. There's a 5-minute journal section and a note section on the journal. And this is a practice that I do every night. I write down my wins of the day. I write down my goals for tomorrow. I do 5 minutes of journaling, and then I write down any notes or doodles in the side, and that's the journal. So that's available now. I have 2 other journals that are coming out. Yeah. 2 other journals, and there's definitely going to be more. I'm making more. So Kristen, that's a solid yes. Your dad is with you. Lean into it. If you sit down and you get into a meditative state, and then you ask for your dad to let you know that he is there and present with you, you might get an overriding knowing. You might get a sensation. You might even feel a touch somewhere, or you can say, if you're there, can you leave me a notice of some sort? Ask to find blue feathers, something specific, right? So that it's a message from him. So I'm going to find a fairy on a crescent moon. I'm going to find something that I'm going to see a fairy sitting on a crescent moon, right? That kind of thing. That would be a big, specific thing that you can ask for them. Hi, Claire. How are you, love? Yeah. TT. Not always. I'm going to pull a card for you, Connie, as well. I love it. Buy my journal and then review it. Buy my journal and review it. Hello, Ashley. How are you, love? Definitely, Connie. So first Tanya, and then Connie. Okay. How are you doing, love? Good. So let's see what Tanya's message is. It can be hard, but we know when we're not being full, our needs aren't, or when it's not fully aligned. And, I just really love to go back to that. If you can have this level of a relationship with the person that's not meant for you, that isn't meeting your needs, imagine what the relationship is going to be like with the right person, right? So for Tanya, we got Pisces and Libra as the 2 cards that came out. So Pisces is about intuition, stream queen, intuition and intimacy and compassion, whereas Libra is about balance and fairness and romance. So there could be this leaning on your intuition, being compassionate within your relationship sector, leaning on your intuition to open up the intimacy, right? Intimacy is being able to not only be seen by the other person at your soul level, but also being able to see the other person at the soul level, right? So there's that. Right? So my journal's available on Amazon.com, Amazon.ca, all Amazon locations worldwide. And it is easiest if you're on Canada. I think if you search Wins and Goals Journal, you'll find it really easily. But for the States, it might be easier to put my name in with it. But I do have to put a link on my website. Maybe I'll get to that today after the live. I'll put links on my website for the journals. But there. No, that's okay. Right, Paige? Absolutely. Okay, so this could be just opening yourself up, Tanya, to being more, to showing yourself, right? When we reveal our true self, when we're vulnerable enough to be intimate, to show our true selves, then we can often provide that space for other people to be intimate with us as well, because they feel that they feel like they can be intimate and vulnerable with somebody that's providing that space, that safe space for them. But definitely a call to lean on your intuition, and there is about that fairness, that harmony, that balanced state that's going to come, and within, and it looks like within a relationship space. Okay. So that's the energy. That is the energy that I'm getting for you. Okay, good. Alrighty. So next is is Connie. Connie is next. Woo, 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 woo. Connie, just throwing it right out. All right. So Connie, you might be feeling like there's a little bit of an imbalance, or there might be a point of tension or a little bit of struggle that you're dealing with right now. But this is moving through that space, so that you're letting go of that tension or that struggle or that power, that imbalance, right? So moving away from that imbalanced state. And what's coming in now is fire, passion, confidence, bravery, optimism, passion. So be passionate, be brave, right? Stand in your light. Be bold to show your true self. It's when we are our true self that we're going to call in the relationship that is going to be a true relationship, right? When we're being our fake self, we're getting false love for that fake self. If we want true love, we have to show up as our true selves, right? So that person knows, hey, yeah, she likes cards, and she likes crystals, and she likes to meditate and do yoga and go for walks and loves nature and swimming. Cool. I like going to NASCAR races and watching TV for 14 hours a day. We probably don't align too well, right? So allowing yourself to be your true self and standing up in that space with bravery, and be optimistic, and what you're looking for is going to come to you, and it's going to be a beautiful, like, safe, secure, peaceful, loving relationship, because of being your true self, right? Being your true self, standing up in that. Okay. All righty. So next, after Connie, Paige, my love. Hi, Rap. I think that's Rapid J, is it not? Hello, friend. You're welcome. So Paige, this is really big. We've got radical change in the career sector. Okay, so radical change, that could be, completely shifting. You know what? Maybe what we were talking about with you looking to be like a caregiver for a family, with, say, a child that has autism, or through the summer months. But maybe that's something that ends up, you end up determining, hey, you know what, being a nanny, that's what like being a nanny for a child that's developmentally delayed is actually where I see myself being, where I can actually homeschool them and, work with them one-on-one in a smaller setting. Maybe that's this radical change within your career sector or your life your life mission, right? Like this is the career, this is a life mission, this is that energy coming up, right? So I see this radical change coming in, and yeah, big changes in that space. Very, 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 very cool. Okay, Ashley and Allison. Okay. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Something's opening up, right? Just keep open-minded, keep like leaning in. What is your passion? What are you good at? What do you love? What do you love and what are you good at? And where those two collide is something within the realm of your purpose, your passion and purpose in what your life mission is. Okay? So Ashley is next, and then Allison. They did not slide together. Ashley. Does anybody on there want a card? Does anybody want a card? You're welcome. I just want to say this is interesting. We have 4 people watching on that one and 4 hearts. So 4 times 4 is, we had 16 on here. And we did, but now we don't, but we did. Okay, Claire, perfect. Okay, so Ashley first, and then Allison, and then Claire. So Ashley. Ooh. So Ashley, I don't know, but this is a lot of passion and fiery energy in the love sector. So I don't know if you're in a relationship right now, Ashley, or if you're looking for one. If you're not in one is coming. Be very optimistic about that. We've got fire, which is confidence, optimism, bravery, and passion energy. And we've got Venus, which is the goddess of love or the planet of love. This is about giving and receiving love. This is about finding value and seeing beauty. So there is some love coming to you, Ashley, in some capacity, whether that's in the current relationship that you're in or a new relationship that's coming in. Just make sure that it's an even transfer of give and take, right? It's not just your give, and their take. Make sure that there is that even give and take within that relationship. Okay. All right. So next is Allison and then Claire. Oh, Allison. Ooh, right. I like it too. New relationship, very passionate energy. I like it. So for Allison, we've got Gemini and we've got House 7. So Gemini is the butterfly, the social butterfly of the astrological zodiac signs. They are very curious. They love learning things. They're the perpetual student, where they like to learn that little bits of information and then run around networking it and sharing it with other people. So that's the way that they work. Definitely, Rita. And we've got House 7. So House 7 is about your profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. It's also about fairness and balance. It's about finding beauty. This is definitely relationship sector and curiosity. So there is this, being curious. Oh, cool. Wouldn't that be a cute one, the Venus one? I was like, that would have been cool if it was the next card that I pulled over. Yeah, that'd be cool. So there could be that you, like, if you're not in a relationship somewhere that, like where you're learning something and you're networking in that space. And then as you're networking in this space, you're going to open yourself up to a new relationship. This could be a very profound relationship. The more that we're out there doing the things that we like think about if you're volunteering at an animal shelter because animals mean so much to you. So that's where you're volunteering. Other people that are volunteering, they automatically have something the same as you. Same thing if I'm taking a course, if I'm learning, let's just say accounting, whatever. I'm in a course, I'm learning accounting because I want to, be really good with money. well, the other people that are learning accounting, they have, a similar desire as well. So we already have something like-minded, right? So by networking, by being curious, by learning new things, by taking a course, you're putting yourself in a position with people where you like the same thing. You're like-minded, right? So that's just beautiful space to meet somebody that's going to already align with you in some ways. So I see that energy for you, Allison. And congratulations, Rita. That is huge, huge. I think that we should all congratulate Rita. 5 years clean and sober is a huge, huge accomplishment. And I hope that you're proud. I hope that you're celebrating yourself. We can high five each other for sure, but definitely celebrate that. I really hope that you're celebrating that. Okay, so Claire is next. Claire. Rah. Hi, Carrie. So the cards that came out for you is Saturn, which is about responsibility sector or the work sector, and then house 10. House 10 is the house of Capricorn. This is the dad energy of the zodiac. This is about structure, discipline, accomplishments, achievements, career, your life mission. So you may be feeling restricted within your area, like in the area of your job, within the area of your career. Is that resonating? That there's that restriction, and it's just about, right now you're just in that state of needing to just work hard, keep applying yourself, and have patience, and everything will move forward. And you're gonna grow through that. You're gonna grow through whatever that tight, restricted situation is that's coming up. So let me know if that resonates with you, Claire. We're gonna get a card for Rita. We've got a lot of passionate energy here. We've got Aries, sending you lots of love, sweetie. We got Aries. Aries is very initiating, instigating, pioneering energy. So this can oftentimes mean that there's going to be a new or a start of something. It's also independent, brave, and passionate energy as well. House 5 came up. House 5 is the house of Leo. So again, another fire sign. So we've still got that really passionate energy here. Now, this can be that there's a new romance that's coming in, or that you're going to be filled with this new passion, standing more firmly, singing your song, right? You're going to stand into who you are, embrace your authenticity. You're going to step forward. You're going to, embody your truth, and you're going to express yourself. That can be what this is calling for. But it also could be that there's a new romance that's coming in, like this little flirty energy that, that Leo has, right? So this is confidence. This is creativity. So it could even be that, like a new spark of creativity coming into your life. Okay, so that's the energy that I'm getting for you. And hi, Sarah, and hi, Carrie. How are you guys doing? Hi, Nancy. How are you, love? How are you? We're having an explosion of cards right there. All righty. You're welcome, Rita. You're welcome, and congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I really do. I really hope that you're proud of yourself. So who needs a card? We've got 11 minutes left of the morning show. And then tomorrow, remember, I'll be back tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. So that, just so that everyone's aware of that. Good morning, Carrie. Good morning. Hi, Megan. All right, so I'm going to pull Megan a card and Sarah a card as well. So we said Megan first because she put her name down. So Megan, we've got Pisces and we've got Mars. Mars is the planet of war. So this is about maybe you feel like you need to defend yourself in some situation, but it also speaks of forward motion. So how are we going to move forward in that situation? Well, it's going to be relying on your intuition. It's also embodying your truth and being compassionate. So bringing compassion to the situation is going to allow you to get through that. Sorry, Ricky, I did not. I love you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Ooh. So Sarah, we've got Venus, the planet of love, and we've got the earth element. So the earth element is Taurus, it's Virgo, and it's Capricorn. Those all share this same energy, and that is persistence, patience, practicality. It's very grounded, earthy energy, right? And Venus. So if you don't have a romantic partnership at this time, this could speak about one that's going to come in, that's going to be very stable, a very grounded, solid relationship. Okay. But where there's an even give and take, it's very grounded, it's very mutual, it's very strong in that way. Hi. I have worn Lululemon leggings before. However, I'm not wearing them currently. Not sure why the obsession with asking that question though. So next is, and hi Josh, how are you, love? Next is Ricky, and then after Ricky will be Carrie. Okay. So Ricky, you're going to get 3 cards. These two came out together. So the sun is on the bottom of the deck. So square is a challenging situation. It's a 90-degree angle, and when there's a 90-degree angle between 2 planets, that can mean that there's a challenging aspect between those two. So when square comes up, it means that there is a challenging situation that you're dealing with. It could feel quite like a mountain is in front of you. There's this mountain that you've got to climb. Okay, so the other card that came out is Neptune. So Neptune is all about your dreams and paying attention to your dreams for the information so that you can transcend. So there's going to be guidance that's going to show up in your dreams. You just have to pay attention to them. That's going to give you the information that you need to be able to move through whatever that challenging situation is. The other part of it is going to be embodying your truth and expressing yourself honestly, right? And sometimes we need to do that little bit of reflection, right? And take ownership, right? I can say that, my partner, cheated on me for years. He had a girlfriend, but it wouldn't have been for years if I didn't allow for it. Right. But I allowed that to happen. So I have to take the ownership and the responsibility of my part within the relationship. Right. Yeah. But that's because people keep giving you tools and tips and ideas on how to move the mountain out of your way and how to go around it. But you're not listening. You're not taking that information on, Ricky. Okay. So Aaron is next. Right? Like if you're constantly focused on negative, if you're constantly focused on your struggle, if the information or the dialogue that you're hearing in your head and that you're speaking out your mouth is negative, 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 then the only thing you're going to see in your life is more negative. Right? You're just going to keep calling negativity to you. You're calling more struggle to you. You're calling more difficulty to you because that's all you're focused on. That's all you see in your world is negativity and struggle and challenges, right? So you'll climb the mountain as long as you determine that the mountain should be climbed, and you've determined that that's what you want to do, right? Well, if it's been really hot, is it really hot right now? Because sometimes that the humidity and stuff like that can make it really challenging, right? Can drain our energy as well. Okay, so Aaron, we've got Jupiter and we've got Saturn, and I'm going to share in the Aries card as well. So Saturn is our responsibilities or our work sector. So there's this feeling restricted or potential struggle that you're experiencing in that area of responsibilities. It could be you're taking on more responsibilities than what you should. You're being responsible for things that you're not supposed to be responsible for. Sometimes we become responsible for other people's emotions, let's say. But it could be within your work environment that you're feeling restricted or you're experiencing struggle. This could be a call to learn hard work, and it could be just a reminder to be patient. But what I do see is that there is going to be growth in this area. So if you are feeling restricted within, say financially, the finances that are coming in, there is going to be growth and evolution within that. And you just have to, it might be starting something new, that there's a new career that you're going to start, or you're going to start a side hustle, or you're going to step more into who you are, like the way that you show up in the world is going to change. You're going to be more confident, and that confidence that you're going to bring into this space is going to allow for it to grow, right? Everybody loves, when you can be really confident in what you're bringing to the table, people will trust you more and want to use you and work with you more, right? For me, building this, like doing this, like my biggest thing is healing, right? I like to help people heal their trauma and their mental health, to overcome addictions, to work through all of that stuff. This is just a side hustle for that part of the equation. But my biggest thing is actually healing. So, but I have to build that foundation of trust. People have to learn to trust me through that experience. So I also have to build my confidence, because if I'm not confident, then people are going to feel really challenged trusting me, because I'm showing that I'm not trusting myself. So that could be the call that's coming up there, Aaron. Okay. All righty. I think we got everybody's cards. I love you too. You have a beautiful day, Paige. I'm so glad that you were able to show up. It's been a bit. It's been a while. I'm glad you were back. I'm glad that you also had a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I love you guys. Mwah. It has been. It's been too long. Far too long, daughter of mine. Far too long. You're welcome. I love you, Ashley. Thank you. Mwah. Mwah. You're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. You just have to work on your thoughts, Ricky. You just have to work on the negative thoughts. You have to start looking at what in your life is actually good. Okay. What in your life is actually good. Hi, Amy. How are you, love? Right. So start just focusing on the good in your life and change the things that you can change. Right. You're not stuck. Oh, no, I just did yours, Carrie. Carrie, I just did yours. That was the Saturn, the Jupiter, and the... Sorry, this was yours, Carrie. Yeah, definitely. If you go to my website, the readings are there. You can book a full reading through my website. But yeah. And I do a variety of different readings, but we can talk about what reading you want when we get together. But yeah, I have a bunch of different readings that I do. So nope, that's okay. So it was just about that. Maybe you're feeling restricted somewhere, Carrie. You could be feeling restricted within, like maybe within your work environment. But don't worry, it is going to grow. So say you're feeling restricted financially. It's okay. It is going to grow and evolve. And it might be just stepping into something new, right? Because Aries is that instigator. It's that pioneering spirit. It's passion, confidence, and bravery. So taking that leap of faith, it could be picking up a new side hustle. It could be taking on the confidence to step out into a career that you've been wanting to do for a while. Like it could be that type of energy that's going to help you. Like this can also speak about that patience and learning the hard work that you need to. But Jupiter is all about growth and expansion. And it's within the area of Saturn, which is the responsibility. So work falls within that area. And I see, you know, there's that level of confidence, that level of passion that needs to come to the table. And it could, like I said, speak of starting something new, and then you're going to have that financial growth and luck within your career sector, and you'll start feeling much less restricted. Okay. All right. Well, I love you guys. It is noon here. We've officially been live for 3 hours. So I'm going to hop off. I'm going to get to work. Sign up for a call with me. If you have any questions, you can always go to my profile, go to my website, check everything out there. If you have any questions, sign up for the free 30-minute call, and we can talk about whatever your questions are. Just remember, this is only a part of what I do. But if you want to get a reading, you can get a full reading from me. You can also buy my journal, which is available on Amazon around the world. Just search for Wins Ampersand Goals Journal by Tanya Baldwin. And what else am I going to say? Yeah, check out my site, see what's up. And if you have any questions, connect with me. Just remember, healing is my number one thing. So let's work on trauma, mental health, addictions, limiting beliefs, pain, weight, all of those things. Let's heal that stuff. Okay. But I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern is when I will be back. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Stay hydrated. If you're anywhere where it's really hot today, stay hydrated, and just try to stay cool where possible. But I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around.